Parshas Vaetchachan strikes me as a particularly intriguing parsha, as it contains approximately 13 different topical sections. It's quite a number for one parsha. Furthermore, the flow and connections among the sections is not easy to grasp. Let us focus on one area of the parsha, notice the succession of topics there, and turn to the Ramban for help in understanding that succession. A major portion of Parshas Vaetchachan, Revi'i and Chamishi, is Moshe Rabbeinu's review of Ma'amad Har Sinai, including the Sefer Devarim version of Aseres HaDibros. Immediately thereafter, the beginning of Shishi, we find the pasuk of Shema Yisrael and the first paragraph of Kriyas Shema, Ve'ahavta. Immediately thereafter, in Perek Vav pasuk Yod, a section begins which discusses what Bnei Yisrael will find in Eretz Yisrael when HaKadosh Baruch Hu will bring them there, and how they should and should not respond to their new circumstances. Psukim Yod and Yod Aleph describe what they will find in Eretz Yisrael as follows: Arim gedolos v'tovos asher lo vanisa, uvatim meleim kol tuv asher lo milesa, uveros chatzuvim asher lo chatzavta, kramim v'zeisim asher lo natata, ve'achalta v'savata. This sounds wonderful. Houses and orchards and resources of water which are ready for Bnei Yisrael with no toil on their part. Then the instructions to Bnei Yisrael in Pasuk Yud Bet: Hishamer lecha pen tishkach es Hashem, asher hotziacha me'eretz Mitzrayim mibeis avadim. Perhaps all this plenty is not completely wonderful. Apparently this life of plenty poses a threat to remembering Hashem. Let us return to our question of the Smichos Parshios here. Why are these three sections of Chumash put together, adjoining in this way? Ma'amad Har Sinai, first paragraph of Kriyas Shema, and the plenty awaiting Bnei Yisrael and the dangers involved. The Ramban here explains that these two sections which follow Moshe's review of Ma'amad Har Sinai are both important follow-ups to the first of the Aseres HaDibros, Anochi. Ramban explains as follows: what is the fundamental content of the first Dibra? Anochi Hashem Elokecha. The mitzvah for Bnei Yisrael to believe that there is one Hashem, who is our God, whom we are obligated to worship. How does Hashem continue the first Dibra? Asher hotzicha me'eretz Mitzrayim mibeis avadim. Why does Hashem describe himself this way? And why the addition of mibeis avadim? The Ramban, actually in Parshas Yisro, explains that here Hashem is stating a basis for our very obligation to worship Hashem, which is that he redeemed us from enslavement and bondage in Mitzrayim. For this, we owe him everything. Explains the Ramban in Parshas Vaetchachan, the two sections which follow the review of Ma'amad Har Sinai are the two follow-ups to these two components of the first Dibra, respectively. The first is the pasuk of Kriyat Shema, which is an explanation of Anochi Hashem Elokecha. Hashem is one. He is our God, v'chulei. The section warning Bnei Yisrael not to forget Hashem in their lives of plenty in the future in Eretz Yisrael is a follow-up to Asher hotzeisicha me'eretz Mitzrayim mibeis avadim. How so? Listen to this insight of the Ramban. Because the more removed we feel from those lives of enslavement, captivity, and bondage in Mitzrayim, from which Hashem redeemed us, the less we feel obligated to serve him. Here we are warned that life with bountiful provisions and resources can potentially undermine our cognizance of the basis of Avodas Hashem, as stated in the Shoresh HaShorashim, the first of the Aseres HaDibros. With this Dvar Torah and Parshas Vaetchachan, the Ramban has supplied us not only with an understanding of the smooth Smichos Parshios in our Parsha, but he has given us pause in considering how the comforts of our lives ought to be viewed. May we merit to avoid this pitfall of plenty, and to instead view the comforts of our lives as ways to become closer to Hashem.